So today we're going to make a basketball fidget spinner. We're going to start with our basic template. We're going to search for a basketball in Community. We found one. We'll bring it out. I've already done some size checks. We're going to make it 25 millimeters by 25, and we want it to be round, so we're going to make it 25 on the height. We now have a nice round basketball. We're going to take this basketball and we're going to move it over to our ring, and we're going to center it just about the y-axis, okay? And now I'm going to say I want to move it up a little bit. I'm just using arrow keys to do this. I want to make sure it has contact with the ring. Okay? And now the other thing I want to do, I want to check that centering again. I'm not convinced it did it. There we go. Now I don't want it to look like that. I want the ring to be centered on the ball. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to do the alignment tool. I'm going to align on the x-axis. I've already done that. I'm going to align it on the z-axis to raise it up. That's lovely. And now, should I align it on the y-axis? No, I should not. I'm going to do an undo, and that's where I want it. So that ball was perfectly positioned. So what I want to do now is not scroll out like that, but I want to take this ball right here, just the ball. I want to make a copy of it, and I want to move it up out of the way. I'm going to change the snap grid to 5 millimeters, and then I'm going to use the arrow keys to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of the way. I want a total of 6 basketballs around this ring. I've got 2 already, so I need to make 4 duplicates. I'm going to hit duplicate 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't see them, but they're stacked together. Now, I'm ready to start. I want to make this basketball locked in with a ring, so I'm going to group it. And since I want 6 basketballs on this thing, I have to turn this, how far? 6 into 360. That would be 60 degrees. So I'm going to rotate this 60 degrees. 60 degrees. I'm going to bring this one down. One down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's nice. I'm going to group it. And I'm going to rotate it again 60 degrees. I'm going to bring this one down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to group it. I'm going to rotate it another 60 degrees. I'm going to bring this one down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to group it. I'm going to rotate it 60 degrees. Bring this one down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to group it. Rotate it 60 degrees. Then I'm going to bring this last one down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to group it. The next thing I want to do is I want to remove this ring around here because that was just for rotation purposes. I'm going to bring this ring over. Okay. I'm going to select both objects and I'm going to align it on the y-axis, on the x-axis, and on the z-axis. And when I group it, it should remove that outer ring. So as you can see, the outer ring has been removed and we have our perfect fidget spinner. Now, the other thing I'd like to do is to cut this in half, and that's to make it print faster. So right now, this whole object is 25 millimeters high. I'm going to move it to the side. I'm going to make a copy of it and move it over because we're going to slice it in half. We'll go for a nice top view. And I'm going to bring out a cylinder. I'm going to make it nice and big so that when I look down, I can see that it's the size. It'll do everything in there. And I'm going to make this whole object is 25 millimeters high. I'm going to make this 12 and 1/2 millimeters high. 12, half of 25, okay? That's lovely. I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to move it. Oop, didn't miss the duplicate. I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm going to bring that over here. And this one, I'm going to raise up 12.5 millimeters off the work plane. Okay. So now I have one of them that'll chop the bottom off and one that'll chop the top off. I'm going to select these two right here. I'm going to group them. And in a moment or two, it should be finished. Okay, it's done. Now I'm going to select this side right here, and I'm going to cut off the bottom part. I'm going to group it. And as you can see, I've removed the top half of one and the bottom half of the other. This one we're going to drop down to the work plane with the letter D. And this one, for printing purposes, I want to flip it over. I want to flip it 180 degrees. So I'm going to stay inside this little rotator here, 180 degrees. I'm going to hit D to drop it down, though I think it's already there. And now I have the two halves of the spinner. Okay, move it a little bit closer together. I'm going to select both objects and I'm going to export them as an OBJ, not as an STL, but as an OBJ. That will save the colors. When Tinkercad is done, it's going to pop up a menu and say, where do you want to put it? We're going to put it in downloads, and I've named it Basketball Fidget Spinner. I'm going to save it. It saves it as a zip file. So we look up here in the corner, we see Basketball Fidget Spinner.zip. We're going to open it up. We're going to see two files in there, an OBJ file and a Tinker file. The OBJ file contains the color information. We're going to extract all. And it's going to be in the Downloads Basketball Fidget Spinner file. I'm going to extract it. Okay. I'm going to close this down. And now I'm going to go to Bambu Studio. Okay. And the first thing I'm going to do is set up the colors. So I want black for the basketball seam. I want green for the center of the fidget spinner. And I want orange for the basketball itself. Now I'm going to go find that basketball. And it's going to be in downloads. It's going to be close to the top. It's going to be Basketball Fidget Spinner. That's what I called it. In there you'll find a single file Tinker. There's actually the OBJ there as well. But this is only going to find this one. I'm going to open it up. It's going to import it. And now we're going to do a color match. Which filament holder do I want to use for orange? I know I said orange is on 3. I'm clicking on orange. Black is on 1. And green is on 2. Now I've aligned the colors of this basketball with the colors I picked over here from my Bambu Studio. I'm going to say OK. I now have both basketball halves on the plate. I'm going to slice it. Okay. And we'll take a look at the results. Okay. So here's the basketball. This is how it's actually going to print. If we look at it, we say, yeah, that looks pretty good. Those little white dots are because seams are showing. I'm going to turn that off here. And that's going to look pretty much like this. So that's a nice basketball fidget spinner. It's 2 halves. The bearing will hold it together. How long will this take? It's going to take 5 hours and 42 minutes to print. Why is it going to take so long? It's going to take so long because if we look right here, filament change times 100 times. It's going to make 100 little molten balls of filament that when it changes from the orange to the green to the black, it takes about half a minute each time. Actually, it takes closer to a minute each time to change filament. So 100 minutes of this time are going to be spent changing filament. So there's going to be a fair amount of filament waste. Okay, let's take a look right here. Flushed filament, okay, 39 grams of flushed filament. Okay? So there's a fair amount of waste in this, but this is a good model which we can then put in our Bambu Studio and make a really great fidget spinner. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next video.